You're live! Woohoo! All right, you guys, what is up? I think our audio is perfect. I keep on forgetting to do my audio, to check my audio before I go live. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Mornings with Katie show. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Katie. Obviously, I'm in the title. And welcome to my channel. If you've watched these before, then you know what's going on. This is a really chill show where we share motivation, encouragement, lifestyle tips, like just stuff for the weekend to kind of prepare you, get your mind and your emotions in the space that they get to be fully productive and have a good time. And speaking of having a good time, this morning we're talking about work and play. How do we have that balance? And I'm super excited to talk about this in the entrepreneurial world and the creative world, because there's so much freedom in being able to choose your own schedule and figure out what works for you. Oftentimes, for those of you who are in 9 to 5s, for those of us who have like part-time jobs that we have to be in the office at certain times, it's really hard to not be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like frustrated about having to be on those times, like having to be like really on at those times. And so one of the awesome parts about being a creator and particularly running your own business is you choose what your lifestyle is going to look like. It doesn't mean there's going to be times there are 100% going to be times in your life where you don't want to do something and you have to do it anyway. Like, we get to buck up and deal with it, and that's just a part of life. And so don't think that the creative life is easy or the creative life is all fun and no work, because guess what? Sometimes it is the most work of any other job out there, because we pour our whole being, we pour our whole creativity into something that we're trying to create. And sometimes it doesn't go the way we expect. So there's a lot of work and a lot of effort. But one of the most fun, awesome things that I love doing is setting my own schedule and being committed to that schedule, experimenting, changing it if I need to, and having the freedom to do that. So, for example, this is what when we're talking about work and play, this is what my week normally looks like. Monday is a hardcore story cube. That's my business, if you weren't aware. It's a story cube day. So it's my business day. It's a day to be in with my people, do trainings, prep content, send out emails, like prep a lot of things. It's a day for me to jump back into like the vision of what I'm creating and to plan and schedule YouTube content as well. So that's a big content day. I know when I get off the weekend, like, I'm super excited for Monday because I'm like, it's a creative day. And then Tuesday is like an admin day. Tuesday's like admin. I do a lot of work for my clients on Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I have a part-time job that I go to. And then Friday is like a wrap-up day. Like, okay, I'm gonna do all the things that I didn't get done the rest of the week and just kind of wrap those up. And then I end early on. Normally I stop working on Friday at around 3, sometimes like 4, depending on if I have a training. And I don't take Saturdays off. I normally will do something fun with my sibs on Saturdays, but I do a lot of like prep work for Monday. I do a lot of creative stuff that I want to do that needs to get done. I do a lot of like personal stuff that needed to get done, and I do a lot of organizing, things like that on Saturdays, which is fun. Sundays, guys, if I can give you any advice right now, right at this moment, Sundays, you got to take Sundays off. There's no, like, for me, I'm a Christian. There's actually no like religious reason why I take Sundays off of work. Besides, it would technically be Saturday, because Saturday is technically the Sabbath, and I don't take Saturday off either. Sunday I take off because it is a day that gets to be a full-on 100% break. And here's what it does for me. I used to not take Sundays off, and I'm going to tell you what it looked like in my life when I didn't take it off. Sundays I take off because then my Mondays are awesome. My Mondays are awesome when I take Sundays off, because I get that break. I get a much needed break where I just get to relax and enjoy the day. I don't come down to my office. I don't turn my computer on. I don't check my work emails. I mean, most of the time I don't get work emails on Sunday. Even when I'm running a show, like, Sundays is a no day. I don't run any of my shows on Sundays. I refuse to at this point in my life. I will not do it. So it's like a hard stop for me. Absolutely no work on Sundays. And it creates such an amazing feeling when I wake up on Monday morning because I hop out of bed and I'm like, all right, let's do this because I've had a good solid break. Now, some of you in the creator world who have part-time or full-time jobs and then you're doing creative stuff on the weekends, you're going to be like, man, I can't do that because Sunday is one of my most productive days. And what I'm going to tell you is you've got to find a day. You've got to find at least a few hours to absolutely do no work and have enough time to get you into the point where you're not thinking about the work. So you know how they say like when you're going on vacation, normally it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 days to even just get out of the rhythm of work and normal life. And then you're like really relaxed and you're really in whatever you're doing. And this is true of our breaks and our vacations and our relaxations during like our normal productive week because we get to seriously take enough time, as much time as we need to, as much time as we possibly can to take a minute on the weekends. It can be a weekday for you, like whatever your schedule is. If it's a weekday, like take it off. But here's the thing, I am 22 years old. And when I was in high school, I totally like I got to the point where I was in so much pain that when I would go to the ER, they couldn't do anything about it. They could not get me out of pain. And they would give me like direct like shots, like painkiller shots and pain blocking shots and stuff, and they couldn't stop the pain. And I look back on that time and I say, "Ooh, it was a lesson in balance, in that work and play balance." Because I was just bulldozing through the week, bulldozing through the weekend, and then doing it all over again, week after week after week, building, escalating. And that does not serve you well. It does not serve your body. It does not serve your mind. It does not serve your emotions, any of it. You just get to the point where you just flatline. It's not a good thing. So what I've learned over time is that I get to take a break and that, you know what, if people need me on a Sunday, first off, I tell all of my clients, you will not be able to reach me on a Sunday. If you have an absolute emergency, you can call me and I might pick up. But I'm not answering emails. You're not going to hear from me on a Sunday. You'll totally hear from me on a Saturday, but you will not hear from me on a Sunday. So they all know this, and I get to be committed to that. I get to be committed to, okay, here's something and this goes along the lines of work and play, and I want you to get this in your head right now. And if you're getting like content, if you're liking this content, if you're getting encouragement, if this is landing for you and you're not subscribed, you should totally subscribe because we have awesome content every single week. We have 2 videos a week. We have our Saturday morning show, which is this show, and then we have a Wednesday show that is like a really awesome YouTube specific training or tutorial of some kind. It's really awesome. So definitely subscribe. But here's the thing that I often see for entrepreneurs. I see crazy commitment and resiliency and determination in their business and absolutely no commitment to themselves. No commitment to themselves, no commitment to their family. I am preaching to myself right now as well. We have a serious balance issue because we're so fired up about our businesses and we're so consumed by them. And then we get to the point where we're stressed by them and everything else falls away. A lot of people have balance issues, myself included. I get to constantly reanalyze and reassess my balance. Do I have balance? Balance is a weird thing because it's different for each of us. So it's kind of impossible to go looking for balance, but it's good to check in with yourself and assess, am I in balance right now? And do I feel balanced right now? Do the people around me experience balance right now? It's just really good to check in with yourself. So here's the thing that you guys get to know. Here's the thing that you guys need to know about kind of this work and play life in the creative life. And how do you find the balance? You're going to find the balance. You're going to find the balance if you're trying new things, if you're open, if you're checking in with yourself. I would definitely recommend taking a day off, like a whole day off. I definitely recommend taking a whole day off. And I would like have that on the weekends. If like, that's your time, that's not as crazy as the weekdays, then take it off. If your weekdays are less crazy than your weekends, then take a weekday off. Like whatever you get to, like whatever you need to do, make it happen, make it happen. But if you're the type of person that's not taking breaks right now, you're going to get to the point where that's not going to serve you. You may feel like that serves you now. It's not going to serve you. It is not going to serve you. And when you're not around and the people who love you are like, they were so consumed by their work and it literally did them in, you're going to be wondering, ooh, was that work really that important to me? And was it more important than the people I absolutely love and the people who love me? So getting really serious right now, it will put you to the point where you literally will not be around to see people living. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but long term, like working all of the time is not healthy. I'm like so amped up about this. My mic is like literally moving. Like work is not everything. And it's something that I constantly get to remind myself of. It's something that I get to be intentional about remembering and intentional about living in that and living in the fact that work is not everything. And we get to have a balance, whatever that is for you. We get to have an intentional balance of saying, I'm going to prioritize and commit to my work, but I'm also going to prioritize and commit to living and having a good time, having fun, taking a break, being with the people I love, connecting with actual people in my life. Like, commit to both of those things equally. And then you will start finding that the balance just falls into place because you're committed to both of those things. All right, you guys, I know this was a shorter one, but that's really all I have to say about this. And I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday. And the reason this is shorter is because I get to prioritize things. You get to prioritize things. We get to make the space for a break. If that means you do a little extra work today and you take a break tomorrow, then do it. Go for it. That's what we get to create. We get to create balance. We get to create a day where you're not having to do a bunch of crazy things. All right, you guys, take a day off. 100%. Edmund, woohoo! Take a day off. 100% take a day off. Mine is Sunday. I love it. I used to hate it. I used to feel really like I was wasting my time and it felt like, what am I going to do all day? And now it is like the fuel that gets me into my Monday and helps me have like a rock solid, awesome, epic Monday where I feel fired up and I feel ready to jump back into my business. Having a break day is awesome. That really helps with your work and play. And then also be fully committed to your work and to yourself. Be fully committed to being able to enjoy yourself, to have a good time, to live, to have relationships with people, to do things that you love doing because they get to be separate. So I love my business. I love my people in my business. They feel like the whole like a different family. It's great. I love them so much. And all of you guys on YouTube, like you're amazing. I love you so much. It's like it's crazy. But there's got to be a difference. There's got to be a line between work and having fun and your life, like hanging out with your people and prioritizing relationships and prioritizing having fun and doing things that you love doing. There gets to be a difference between those two things because if they hang out in the same space, there's going to be trouble. And I know this as a fact because I experienced it for so many years in high school and college. We get to have that balance and we get to figure out that balance for us. So you guys have an awesome, awesome Saturday. Go create some balance for yourself. Go test it out. Go experiment with yourself. Play and figure out what works for you. Maybe that's a weekday or maybe it's a weekend. For me, it's Sundays. It's always Sundays. You won't hear from me on a Sunday because I'm hanging out in no technology land and no work land. So guys, have an awesome Saturday. I will check in with you guys later and go create some awesome stuff. Take a break, have that balance, and be powerful, awesome, amazing creators that I know you are. All right, you guys.